Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel here. Now in today's video, guys, I'm going to be bringing you a really good play you can run. I did go over this in my ebook that I did last video, or my scheme, and it's going to be one of the two videos that's going to be in the card up above my head right now. It's going to be my two most recent videos. It's going to be out of the gun tight slots halfback week, and it is going to be this flood play. This play beats all coverages. It is absolutely incredible. And also, guys, before we get into it, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's going to be in the link down in the description. Anyway, though, guys, let's go ahead. Let's get into it.
Swear to God, I'm taking over 19. Hey, back, hit a $250,000. When it's here, pretty chilly. I've been trying to find me really wow. Silly, yo, I be gone like Cheerio. Really though, swear we finna get the goal. You the goat, but the most when getting up.
Okay, guys, so I did say in my last video that I was going to bring you this video about flood, and I'm going to be keeping my promise here. So this is actually a really good play. The main reason why is because not only does it have a corner route, but it also has a really deep post route, which is really good for beating all coverages. Now, out of flood here, the personnel adjustments you are going to make here is you're going to want to make sure that your best receiver is on that left side, or your fastest receiver. So let's say you have Tyreek Hill and Mutt, you're going to put him right there. Odell Beckham Jr. is really good in this spot. And what you're going to do here is we're going to be running this flood play. We're going to run against cover 3, cover 2, and cover 4. I'm going to show you that it beats all coverages. So basically, how to read if your opponent is running cover 3, which is going to be the first thing here. It's going to be 1 high safety and then 2 deep corners. What you're going to do in this situation here, pretty much the first couple steps in for each coverage beater is pretty much the same, which is going to be blocking the running back and putting A on a delay fade. So how to block the running backs, reach Y, RB, and then right trigger. And then also we're going to do Y, A, and then flick the right stick up. Now what a delay fade is let's say I have nothing on the field, like let's say my coverage beater gets broken. What I'm going to do in this case here is if I were to press A, that tight end, the A tight end, I'm going to highlight him. He's going to release, and then considering most of the players are upfield, I'm going to be able to get a very easy 5 yards because of that player. Now, what you could do with this B route here for the cover 3 beater, you're going to motion him out to the right side, and then you're going to put him on the corner route, which is Y, B, and then left trigger. What that's going to do is that's going to take, I'm going to try and mark him here. It's going to take this corner that's highlighted with the ID the mic sign. It's going to take him down, and then once he takes that step down, that X route, which I'm going to highlight right here on this deep post, it's gonna get wide open. So now another adjustment you can make here is you could double team the far right edge rusher, which is LB. Flip the right stick down, we're gonna move over and then press A again. Now what that does is that just keys in on him, make sure he doesn't get through to the quarterback. You know, if my opponent has an X factor there, it would really help. Also, what we're going to do, since the Redskins do have Ryan Kerrigan, who's a superstar left outside linebacker, what we're going to do is we're just going to ID them like him, which is LB, A, and then we're going to move over, and then we're going to press A again once we get to his player. What that's going to do, if he does rush to the quarterback, if he does try to rush, what that'll do is that'll pick him up. And then also another thing you can do as well, which you can't really do in the cover 3 beater, but I believe in the cover, no, actually not even in the cover 2 and cover 4. Well, actually in the cover 2 beater, actually you can't even do that. But pretty much, guys, what I was going to say was you can motion out the RB player, move him out to the right, that way he would get the chop block on Kerrigan, but considering we already motioned someone out, we cannot do that. So here we go, the last adjustment here. We're just going to smart route X, which is Y, X, and then RB. What that does is that just makes his route shorter. So here we go, we're going to run this play, and I'm going to show you an instant replay of what happens. So here we go, we're going to run this. We're going to motion out to the right, and then boom, just going to throw this ball. Now, as you can see, I got really unlucky because I believe that's Matthew Adonis. He was able to get there. But I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about, how it really beats the coverage. So I'm going to run this instant replay. I'm going to show you the moment when I press X, which is right there, I'd say. As you can see, that corner has his back turned to X. What that does here, I'm going to show you what happens. So as you can see, he takes a step in. What that does is that's going to open up this route right here, because he's not going to be able to get back in time because he took that step back. Also, he has his back turned to Odell Beckham Jr., so it's going to be a very easy play. I'm going to try and get this because I didn't really like that because it took him a long time to wind up. Now, all the setups will be down in the description for all the coverage beaters, and then also we're just going to be running another base play as well if you guys want that. So Here we go. As you can see, it takes like 2 seconds to set up really easily. Just gonna motion out here. And then, as he takes that step in, throw it over the top. Bang, bang, bada, boom, bing, bang. Touchdown to my boy OBJ. So, there we go. That's going to be the cover 3 beater. The next coverage is going to be cover 2. I'm just going to flip over and audible to it. Now, how to tell if it's cover 2, it's going to be 2 medium depth corners and then 2 high safeties. So, it's going to be the same setup in terms of blocking the running back and putting A on a delay fade. However, for this setup here, what we're going to do is we are going to be putting B on a slant route, which you could do that, or you could leave him on this route right here. I personally like the slant, which is YB, and then flick the right stick to the left. And then what we're going to do is we're also going to smart route X, which is Y, X, and then RB. Then we're going to be motioning out X to the right side. And what we're going to try and do here is we're going to try and find X. What he's going to do is he's going to run sort of a corner route. And that's going to be able to bomb cover 2. I'm going to show you how much space it gets. Now we're going to double team an ID on this play. And as you can see, here we go. Easy, throw this ball, and we're going to go out of bounds here. Very easy 30-yard gain. Now I'm going to show you what happened on that play. So I believe in Tampa 2 they run cloud flats here. So watch this corner right here. He runs cloud flats, but he doesn't track Odell Beckham Jr. Also, because he's in a deep half, he can't cover Odell Beckham Jr. So as a result here, he has a lot of space, and those guys have no chance of getting there. It's honestly really easy to beat cover 2 with this play. And there we go. We actually got something successful there. Now we're going to move on to cover 4 here, the cover 4 beater. This one's a bit tougher, but it's still good. You know, pretty much the same setup here is going to be blocking the running back and then putting A on a delay fade. Then we're also going to slant B. And then what we're going to do is we're going to smart route X, and we're going to motion him out to the left side here. What we're going to try and do here is we're going to try to get him over the top. Now, the biggest thing is going to be the 2 safeties over the top, more preferably the right safety. The left safety will get beat pretty easily, but the right safety is going to be a bit tougher, so you just have to time it right here. Well, we're just going to run just our simple setup right here. Then we're going to run it. We're going to wait. And then we're going to set our feet. As you can see, we bomb it. Now, that wasn't really the best here. I shouldn't have actually smart routed. So, that's actually going to be something you don't do on this play against cover 4. It's going to be smart routing. We're just going to leave him on his normal route. So, we're just going to audible here to this cover 4. I'm just going to run this. And then boom. So, as you can see here, this is what the play looks like. So, here we go. Just going to run this. And as you can see, we actually got really screwed there by the animation on Matthew. Is that Iodonis? I can't even see the name because it's kind of blurred out, but basically we got really screwed there by the animation. So we're just gonna run this here, this cover 4 drop show 2. Now you want to make sure also a tip is you don't want to scramble out really quickly, because what that's gonna allow for is gonna be that left end or the right end, whoever he is, he's gonna get an insta shed, and then you're gonna have no time to throw this ball. So we're just gonna go here. We're going to rate, and as you can see, it wasn't really picked up here, but we're just going to throw this ball. Now, it was actually bad timing by me, but basically, you're going to throw this ball over the top, and it's going to beat the left safety. It's going to be your main goal out of this play. So here we go. Now, we are getting kind of really bad animations here for that left end, because he's kind of getting, I don't know, it's kind of a weird animation. I can't really describe it here, but as you can see, for some reason, that guy is not picking him up. But as you can see, if you just stay in the pocket, you're going to be able to bomb this cover 4 really, really easy. Now I'm going to be showing you guys a base play that you can run. This like can beat every coverage as well, with just one play here. So what we're going to do, block the running back, put the tight end on delay fade, then we're going to put B on a slant. So basically what you're going to do here, and then also we're going to smart route X right here. What that's going to do is you're going to be having that kind of deep post over the middle. You're going to have the slant, then you're also going to have the corner route. Now our main focus is going to be Y here, this corner route. We're going to try and hit him right here against this cover 3. I'm going to show you against cover 2 and also cover 4. And then also what you can do as well is you also have the delay fade or the block and release pattern, whatever you want to call it. So here we go. Just run this, and then we're going to low throw it to Jarvis. Now that was a very inaccurate throw, but we were able, that would have been a completion if it was accurate. So here we go. We're just going to run the same thing again. And then if you want as well, you can actually, I didn't even mean to do that. Man, that is a real stinker right there. I didn't even mean to do that. Can you not smart route? Okay, so you can actually smart route. So here you go. This is what the play would look like. It's kind of a cluster F, but it works pretty good. So here we go. We're just going to run this. And then as you can see, we just got a really bad block shin animation. But this does beat virtually every coverage here, because you are going to have the corner route. We're just going to quickly just make my adjustments right here. And then boom. I'm gonna run this. See, for some reason, I don't know why, my running back just cannot hold. So, if you want as well, you could just double team this guy, and then I do the mic this guy. It's really your choice. I don't know why. The blocking is being really bad for me right now. But, here we go. We're just going to run this here. And as you can see, finally, we get a good animation. And as you can see, because that number 23, because he keeps going upfield, he's not able to cover the corner route. We're also going to show you this against cover 2 as well, more known as Tampa 2 to some people. We're just going to double team. ID. Here we go. Play. As you can see, he does drop back in coverage, but we were able to bomb him pretty easily. Now, Baker Mayfield being his trash ass, he cannot throw a single route. But there you go. You know, that's pretty much it. Then we're going to run it against cover 4. So here we go.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
There we go. As you can see, it takes a few seconds to set up. Super simple. Then we just wait. Then we're going to throw the corner out. Bang, bang. And that would have been a completion had it not been for Mr. Quentin Dunbar. But guys, hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, smash a like. Let's try to smash 5 likes. All the setups will be down in the description for you guys to use. And if other guys, take care. Most importantly, stay classy.